unstoppable. I'm unstoppable.
Okay, so Kythe started in 1992. Okay, so Icar Castro and myself, we were grad students at the Ateneo Psychology Department, and we were doing our coursework to finish our master's degree in psychology in the tumor clinic in East Avenue Medical Center, and we were interacting with children who had cancer. And when we were about to finish our coursework, we talked and we said that we couldn't leave the children behind because we started something. So we couldn't just leave it like that and nobody would take over. Icar put a paper on the psych department at the Bellarmine Hall and asked for volunteers to go to the tumor clinic, and about 20 to 30 signed up. So before, we were just in one hospital, so we moved on from East Ave Medical Center, and now we're in 11 other hospitals, and we hope to be in 20 more hospitals in our 25th anniversary. Before, we only had about 20 to 30 volunteers. Now we have about 500 and more nationwide. When we were looking for a name for our group, we were trying to put Ateneo Psychologists for ganyan-ganyan, pero walang dating, di ba? So I was reading an article by Father Joseph Galdon at the Chronicle then, and he was talking about Kything, and he said that Kythe was healing presence and manifesting oneself through being with the other. So I said, I called up Icar and I said, Icar, our group will be called Kythe because that's what we do. We uplift the spirits of the children and the patients. So, on a personal level, it was I got married late because it was hard for guys to understand what I was doing. You are somehow devoting most of your time doing NGO work. In terms of sacrifices, of course, it's the economic reward. You may call it loss, but it's worth it. Diba? And now it's really knowing that when I wake up each day and do this work, I will be helping about 8,000 children, because Kythe is in 11 hospitals nationwide, helping them cope with their illness, helping them go through the struggles of having cancer, the parents of having to look for medicines and all that. It's the lives that I know I am going to affect that keeps me coming to the office every day. Life. Ay, okay naman. Kaya siya okay kasi medyo sabi ko nga, late vocation ako, diba? No? Kaya yung mga walang boyfriend dyan, have no fear, diba? There's a time for everything. Kaya masaya kasi nakahanap ako ng isang tao na naiintindihan ko anong ginagawa ko, who's also into development work, who understands, and what's more is that we're helping each other. We have projects together and we should have a shared vision. I think yun yung pinakamaganda doon na blessing ng mature love. May concrete goals kayo together, hindi mabigat. Diba? Kasi mag-explain kung ano ginagawa mo or kung ano, bakit mo ginagawa yan. Kasi well, ngayon, current, basta yung mga hobby, sila Derek Ramsey, yung ganyan. Siyempre, yung mga abs nila, diba? Siyempre, yung ganyan. Pero more yung kasi yung Pinoy yung nila, yung dating nila. At saka, maganda yung may konting may substance din. For me nga, it's ano eh, I prefer a sexy mind than a sexy body. Yes, I am proud to be Filipino because I see models. I see people who have very little resources but are able to do a lot. Like, for example, the Kaya Natin champions. I'm very, very inspired by what they're doing because they only have like meager resources, but they're able to make a difference in education. They're able to make a difference in health because the Filipino is very creative and resilient. Others will be devastated because of typhoons and crisis and all that, but we're always able to pick ourselves up because that's how we're made. I think that's our grace as a people. That's our gift as a people. It's just, you know, I sincerely believe it's just a few people who are really messing up our life. I mean, if we all gather together, those who are small but silently working together, if we just somehow continue doing what we are doing faithfully, like I said, every day, we won't be able to answer everything, the problems, but doing our part with the little that we have, we're able to make something great, something big that we can be proud of. Okay, my vision is related to health because that's where I am exposed to, diba? Is that every barangay or every municipality will have a working, efficient health center that the people, especially for acute illness, will already be cured at that level. It's because in the community level, the needs are not answered. If from there, as simple as tonsillitis, appendicitis, that can be cured, then it will free up the hospitals and it will only be reserved for the chronic illness, and the resources will really be for the catastrophic illness. They don't need to go to the hospital, the big hospital. They don't have money for transportation to go there. So let's cure them at that level so that we will have healthier Filipinos. So at that level, hopefully, we'll be able to provide them better health care. After Kythe, that is what I see myself doing. Because I see that is where the need is now. Because I see nga so much resources is wasted in the government when it could have been done in the community level. So many lives could have been saved if right there help was given. Kaya naman rin ako na-involve talaga sa Kythe dahil kay Paul Concibit. Si Paul, taga Bisaya siya. Okay? He was my first ever na patient. So, si Paul, meron siyang tumor sa mata. So, the first time I met him, when he walks around sa tumor clinic, siga-siga yan, parang yan si Joseph Estrada. Tapos pag tinanong mo siya, Paul, anong sakit mo? Gano'n yan. Di, Bisaya, di ba? So, sabi niya, cancer ba? Gusto mo? Gano'n yun, gano'n kaastig. Di ba? Uy, okay to. Gano'n, maski may gano'n siya, lakad-lakad siya. So, naging friend ko siya. Tapos, the first ever na fundraising ng Kythe was during my birthday, ng February 2. Nakasiguro 60,000 din kami noon. So, yun. So, we bought chemotherapy medicine, so napaliit namin. Kaya lang, because he's from here, umuwi siya sa Samar kasi nandun yung pamilya niya. Tapos when he came back, lumaki ulit. Tapos, nakita ko na parang yung pagka-astig niya, na wala na, ganyan. Kasi nung nagki-chemotherapy siya, hindi yung umiiyak eh. Minsan gano'n yun, sabi pa sa doktor, bilisan mo nga, kasi maglalaro pa ako eh. Ganon siya ka-astig. Pero nung bumalik na siya, nagpa-chemo siya, umiiyak na siya. Tapos Noong 1 week na bumalik na siya, ganyan, pakimo siya, na, I came back, ganyan, tapos hinahanap ko siya. Sabi ko, oh, asan si Paul? Kasi may mga dala-dala pa ang mga toys, yung ganyan, ganyan. Tapos sinabihan ako, namatay na si Paul. So, yun yung first ko talaga ng death. Umuwi ako noon, love bus pa ata, no? Uso pa yung love bus. Pero kasi nasa Makati, ako from Quezon City. So, iyak ako na iyak. Sabi ko, yung nang bumalik ng tumor clinic. Kasi parang, you get close to a child, mamatay lang. Tsaka I told myself, hindi ko naman ka-relative, hindi ko naman ba't ako ganito ka-apekto? I was so affected. So, kayo na. Yung nang bumalik doon. Di ba? Parang napaka-masokista ko naman. Pero may inner voice na nagsasabi, Girlie, kung hindi ka bumalik, para na ibang kids. Para na ibang bata. So, sabi ko, so, yun. So, I found myself going back week after week, month after month, year after year. So, 20 years. Because of Paul, actually. Yun yun. I noticed that the youth now, they always want things fast. Always instant. All that. Bring back the discipline of rigor, of doing small things excellently every day. First is find out what you're good at. And once you found that out, just keep honing that every day, focus on that every day, and you will see where that will take you. We just do our best today, every day, and whatever success happens is just a result of your everyday work of excellence. Whatever situation you find yourself in, learn from it, because whatever you discover will be essential when you say yes to your ultimate mission. It is only then when the Lord will unravel the mystery why you had to go through these situations in the first place.
I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable.